A local psychiatrist told me that a study of this ancient doctor, 400 BC, showed that this famous physician had a wonderful knowledge of the causes underlying mental disorders of all kinds. Whether the child in question was an idiot child, deaf and dumb, or an epileptic, it doesn't really matter. We must realize in praying for another that with God all things are possible. The book of Mark says this type of case is healed by prayer and fasting. We must fast, that is, mentally. You can fast from ham and ice cream and from various other things. That doesn't make you holy. You may need a transfusion if you keep it up. But we must fast from the poison feast of the world, from the poison feast of objective evidences, and from the false beliefs of the mass mind. When you fast from that, you'll get somewhere. Fast from fear and faith, feast on faith in God and the goodness of God and the land of the living. Fast from ill will and feast on goodwill. Fast from ignorance and feast on the wisdom of God, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Fast from darkness and perceive the light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Fast from resentment and feast on goodwill to all men throughout the world. So where did this healing take place? Jesus, as the story goes, had to heal himself of the disease. Whether insanity or idiocy, and outer results necessarily followed. For after all, the insane man or the idiot can't cooperate with you, can't pray with you, he can't reason if he's insane or a psychotic. That's why he's insane. And of course a child, as you know, grows in the image and the likeness of the mental, emotional climate of the home. If a father and mother, for example, are fighting and quarreling and abusing each other, the little child in the cradle or the crib, of course, picks all that up. And as you know very well, the child gets sick and suffers from asthma and all manner of diseases. I've seen a lot of that. And when the parents pray together, salute the divinity in each other, speak kindly to each other, the child grows in the image and the likeness of that atmosphere of the home. And the child ceases to gasp for breath. It ceases to have skin disease and fevers and all the rest of it. The failure to heal an insane child or an idiot is not the child's fault. Seeing as a disciple, they're called disciples when they're disciplined, like disciplined imagination. I made a cassette, for example, The Wonders of Disciplined Imagination. It's immensely popular, based upon a lecture at the Wilshire Ebell Theatre. The one praying must cure himself of the claim, supposedly gripping the ailing child. The condition is actually gripping the practitioner, who is unawakened yet to the truth, because the insane person or the idiot can't cooperate with you. You can't say, now you use this prayer. He can't understand it, and he is insane. In other words, he can't cooperate with you, put it in simple language. So the condition is actually gripping the practitioner who's unawakened to the truth being. When we fail in this type of case, we simply have failed to fix our mind's eye on the embodiment of wholeness, beauty, and perfection which the ailing one needs. We're told the reason the disciples could not heal the sick boy, whether it was epilepsy or whether it was insanity or idiot, there are different interpretations of it, could not heal the sick boy was due to unbelief, he said, for no other reason than belief. There is a deep unconscious belief in the minds of people that certain diseases are difficult to heal, such as insanity and cancer and things of that nature. When they see a lunatic and his symptoms, their senses are deeply impressed with the difficulties. The disciples spoken of are our own attitudes, mental faculties, and viewpoints. We must completely detach ourselves from the evidence of senses and identify with the omnipotent healing presence within. The person in our own mind come to the conclusion of the way it is in God in heaven. Harmony, peace, love, joy, intelligence, and wisdom operating. And as you continue to do that, it's resurrected in the mind of the other person. Here is a treatment or a prayer process or a prayer technique that the speaker uses in treating mental disorders such as insanity, epilepsy, or whatever it might be. I go within myself and mention the name of the patient. Anyone may use it. Then I think of the infinite or the God presence for 3 or 4 minutes by mentally dwelling on the infinite peace, the absolute harmony, the divine intelligence, divine love, and absolute wisdom in the depths of myself, because God indwells everybody. At the same time, I claim that that which is true of the infinite is true of the one I am praying for. I try to get the feel that all is in order, harmony, bliss, and peace, and joy in the mind of the person being prayed for. In this way, I induce the mood or mental atmosphere of peace, health, and harmony. When I feel that I have done the best I can, I leave it and pronounce the person whole. I may repeat this treatment 2 or 3 times a day, or as often as I am led to do so, always praying as if I had never prayed before. If I have only a partial realization, the person in question will feel better, because God indwells the other person, and you create nothing. All you do is cause a resurrection of that healing power which is within all men. The main thing is to keep on keeping on until the day breaks and the shadows flee away in your own mind.